morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Grand Rising. Hey now. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is a bright and beautiful Sunday. It feels so good out here, y'all. Hey, y'all. Let me know you're in the building. Drop a heart, drop a good morning. Hey, Shayla. Hey, boo. What's up, sis? I missed you. How are you? Yeah, I like this rock music on here. Love it, love it, love it. How are you, Shayla? What's going on? What's new? Y'all, this broadcast is a catch-up broadcast, all right? We are catching up. I'm gonna be doing some storytelling. I'm gonna be doing some venting. You know, one of those type live streams. So, I'm good, just bored. Girl, when did you wake up today? I appreciate you coming through, keeping me company. Um, y'all, I don't even know where to begin. As of right now, though, I am rolling up. Y'all already know how we do. So, get y'all rolling trays and roll y'all joints if y'all indulge. Get y'all coffee, because I definitely have mine. Look, whatever y'all do, y'all got hookah, light it up. You like your joints? Light it up. Okay. You just do vitamins and vegan? Look, pop them up. Whatever your vice is, you want to make you a mimosa? It's Sunday. Pour it up. Period. Thank you for going live. You're welcome. I missed y'all, and I told y'all that I would be more consistent when it comes to going live. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to all of the Mystic Rugrats, all my day ones, everyone that has been here, from Hotels with Ami, 3%. Okay, shout out to everybody. Okay, like, I don't think y'all understand how much like that really means, like, genuinely, that's what's up. I like that. I like that for me. I like that for us. So, today, y'all, I am using a fronto leaf. I'm gonna have to show y'all what that looks like. I know some people might not know what that is. Let me play this music again, y'all. Give me a couple seconds. I think I'm gonna cam up for a little bit. Y'all just give me just a moment. Y'all enjoy this music. Hit that like button. All right, we're just gonna take a quick little intermission. right, family, we are back with the back, with the back, with the back, with the back, with the back. All right, so I do want to show y'all what kind of leaf I'm using. What's wrong with the cam now? Not that the cam ain't showing my face, child. Ain't showing. What's going on? Child. Un momento. There we go. That's more like it. Can you hear me, Shayla? Let me turn this music down just a bit. I know the music appears to be louder on my end than it is for you guys. Let me turn it down. Yes, okay, perfect. There we go, much better. So I am using the frontal leaf. I'm not sure of what flavor this is because I didn't go to the dispensary today, but I usually like to go for like a blueberry pancake or like a purple conchata, I believe it's called, or pancata. I like a robust high, but this leaf is a natural leaf, y'all. And you know, everyone used to be all about like backwoods in the quote unquote black community. Black backwoods was like a statement, a staple in the black community. But now everyone's switching to leaves because, you know, we're realizing all the chemicals and shit that are being sprayed on the backwoods. And y'all, I went to try to smoke a backwood after smoking leaves for, I've been smoking leaves for now like a couple months. I tried to smoke a backwood, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago or something like that. And I could taste the difference. It is so harsh, very, very harsh on the lungs. So I really like these. This is how it looks. Take it out. And it's almost stretchy. Like it's very durable, you know? And it doesn't have like a harsh smell. Like it smells like a natural ass leaf. So this is what I switched to. So this is what we about to roll up in. Meanwhile, hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? Again, shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everyone that is here in the building now. Y'all, I don't really have a starting or ending point for today. I just know that, let me push this back just a little bit. I just know that I wanted to come on and talk with y'all. A lot has been going on mentally, spiritually within myself. How about y'all? How's the relationships going? Um, the job? Has your income fluctuated? Has it decreased? You know, are people showing their ass in your life? Like, what's been going on? Let me cut this music and cut. Yeah, my lips feel dry. Let me put some coconut oil on my lips. Much better. Much better. But y'all, so where do I begin? What has Ami been up to? What have I been up to? What have I been doing? Where the fuck have you been? I have all those answers. if I knew where to start. So basically, y'all, I'm gonna start with this little. I'm just roll me a small little um blunt for right now. But what I've been up to, y'all, I've been let's rewind. That's what we can do. Let's just start at a point where it makes sense. I was in the sex industry from the years I get mixed up. From what, like 2020 to 2019 to 2022, 2021, 2022. So it's been 2 years and some change. And I'm just realizing all the psychological damage, all the neurological damage, all of the traumatic experiences, the losing family members and not grieving, the unpacking my bags to stay somewhere for 2 weeks, packing them back up, lugging them around, carrying a suitcase with me for years upon years upon years upon years. Just all these things, everything that I've been through is finally making sense. You know? Like really, really making sense. And y'all know how I get to running on and shit. So let me go ahead and make sure I roll this before the shell dries out. But y'all, so I'm gonna take y'all back because I have to take y'all back for this story time. Like I have to start from the beginning. That way y'all like, you know what I'm saying? The whole totality of like where I'm at mentally, spiritually, what's going on, all that. Now there'll be other videos where we'll sit and I'll do story times like from my childhood on up. But for now, I just want to start with like the current situation, like how that started. I'm gonna start, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then we'll work our way back. Um, so I made a decision that I'm going to be using my lives more so for tarot readings and story times. And like, I want to create a space where I want my story to encourage other women to tell their stories and to not be ashamed of things that, they've been through or going through or, you know, this channel is for everyone, but I'm specifically pinpointing the Black women that have been in the sex industry, Black women that have been um, raped, abused, all that, kidnapped, all that shit. Like, y'all, I need to write a book and I'm going to write a book, okay? But I have to get this out. Like, I have to get this shit out, y'all. I've been harboring so many emotions. I've been keeping in so much shit because in my mind, I'm like, nobody wants to hear about that shit. Or the people that I have tried to open up to, get this baggage off of my back, they're judgmental. And I don't want judgmental eyes. You know what I'm saying? The evil eyes. That's why one of the hashtags is evil eye. Um, if you fuck with me, you gotta fuck with me totally, the whole of me. And my past is a lot of me. That's what made me who I am today. So um, I'm still going to be talking about cults and different things like that. But I really want to this year pinpoint on healing, traumas, social issues, like talking about the shit that really matters, you know? Like, yeah. And I feel like doing my part is telling my story. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna care about no backlash because I know I'm putting my story on the internet. People gonna have something to say. I'm accepting it. So here we are. Now, with all that being said, let's get into it. So, again, I'll do more story times about when I was in the industry or whatever, right? But this is towards the end. So, COVID hits. This is a good timestamp. COVID hits, right? And I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, though, 4 hours away. So I have been living in St. Louis for 3 years. Yeah, yeah, 3 years going on 4 years. And oh my gosh, the stories I have to tell y'all about that, the shit that I survived. Whew, yeah. Boy. So I touched down in Kansas City. COVID's here. The strip club gets closed down, right? So not only me, but I'm sure a lot of other entertainers were in this space of, all right, what am I going to do next? You know, do I get a job? Do I go to the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn? Do I go to the hole in the wall clubs? Because there were still certain ways to make it around. There were still places that, you know, people were stripping at, but for the most part, they had shut. I was working in Brooklyn, Illinois, aka East St. Louis, okay. Um, Bottoms Up was my home club. Yeah, I'm telling y'all all the tea, y'all. I'm telling y'all everything, okay? I also worked at a plethora of other clubs, but Bottoms Up was my main club. That had closed down. The other clubs that I was fucking with, Scarlets and PTs and all the other ones, they closed down. So, and at that time, I did not have my kids with me. Now, when I say that, you know, you got to explain everything thoroughly on the internet. I've always had legal custody of my kids. I just, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't there type shit. So my kids were with their dads at this time. And, you know, I'm like, the whole purpose of me going to St. Louis was to get out of the reoccurring homeless situation. That way I can get on my feet for my kids. And, you know, I got lost in that shit. Another story for another day. But I got to give you this context. So COVID hits, boom, boom, boom. Y'all get it. Kids are away from me. I'm already missing them. I can't just stay here in St. Louis because, like, what the fuck? My kid, like, it's COVID now. Like, shit changed in my mind. You know, like, I'm like, okay, this is not working out. You've been through X, X, Y, Z, da, 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 da. Time to change some shit up. I go home. Without giving you all those details, the boring details. I go home to Kansas City. I'm staying with a friend, someone I knew, because they ended up not being my friend. But you know, I appreciate them for opening up their home to me. So at that time, they were my friend. I thought they were my friend, and I went to go stay with them. I was so happy I was able to see my kids again. Like, it was a dope time. Like, I got to actually spend the night with my son again and see my daughter. Like, even though I was in hotels, like, I was still, I was making progress, like, in my mind, in my soul, my spirit. So I felt happy about that. I'm like, I know this is going to be a long journey. I don't have a house. I don't have a car. I didn't have nothing, y'all. Nothing. I had like, I had like a couple $1,000s to my name. That was it. No car, no nothing. I threw a lot of my clothes away because I had accumulated a lot of clothes in St. Louis. Long story short, who wants to be toting all that shit around, right? So I didn't have anything, and I'm like, I'm not going to work no 9 to 5. Like, I had tried to do that in St. Louis, like going from making hundreds of dollars a day to waiting on a check every 2 weeks. Mm-mm, it wasn't it. So I'm like, all right, I'm an escort. So I posted my ads. I got online. I started escorting. Now, I'm fast forwarding a lot of situations that happen that we'll talk about later because it really doesn't, this story is this story. So I go through all the obstacles with that shit and I'm stacking money, taxing my fucking body, tired, drained, dealing with all these men. It's annoying. It was a lot. It was overwhelming, but it was also liberating. And it's a lot of mixed emotions when it comes to the sex industry. Um, Going through it now, I would never condone anyone to go through that. My body has suffered, my mind, my soul, Um, it took me a long time to get where I am today, and I'm still not healed. I'm working on it, but I'm not there. It's like being in a cult. But anyway, we'll talk about that aspect later too. Um, y'all, hold on. Something's going on with my blunt. Hold on. We can't have no wake and bake if the bake ain't if the oven ain't on. What's going on? Hold on, y'all. I gotta play doctor. Okay, there we go. I hate when that happens. So, where was I at? Come to Kansas City, go through the shit. Okay. I was like, I'm just gonna stack a whole bunch of bread and do what I need to do to get a place with a car, right? So I ended up getting me a car. I had got me what's the name of that truck? It was a red, some SUV, child. I don't remember the name, but I named her Nola, and I loved her, and she was amazing until she wasn't. And I was staying at this really fancy hotel at the time, and you know, I was close to getting out the game. Like I was so happy. That was my number one goal. Like car, house, get my kids, get the fuck out the game. Like I was just over it. Like I'm over it. So I ended up meeting this guy one night, this old gentleman in his 60s. And although I was a hoe, always been spiritual, child. Always had intuition. And I honestly feel like being in that industry heightened my intuition too. Y'all, if y'all know, y'all know. Okay. But um when I met him, we just hit it off. Like we were talking all night and he just kept tipping me to talk. Like it was crazy. Like I'm like, damn, we have a connection. Like he was cool as hell. So long story short, Captain comes in and saves the hoe, right? He wants to um get me a rental because my car was breaking down and um help out with things. And now today, if that happened to me today, I would tell you, sis, no, there's no such thing. This Captain Save Ho. No, it's a red flag. But I'm like, wow, okay, cool, let's do this. So just to kind of move the story on, he gets me a rental. He fixes my car. My car was having issues. Um, I was paying for my Airbnbs and all that stuff, taking care of myself. He's like, no, hold that. I got this. Stack your bread. I'm like, cool. So I'm stacking my bread, doing my thing. He gets clingy, you know, um, super clingy, super obsessed with me. And he did a lot of things, a lot of cuckoo things. And fast forward a couple months later, I end up moving into my house from the Airbnb. Yay. Um, and he just kept overstepping his boundaries. Like, example, one day I woke up and he was mowing my lawn. You don't live here. What are you doing? Like, he thought in his mind he was my boyfriend, no matter how many times I sat down and had a conversation with him. We're not, this is what it is. It was a lot. It was so much mental shit going on. He has a past in the Army, military, Air Force, one of those. He was a Marine. There we go. He was a Marine. And so like he had a lot of like PTSD and shit, bombs and shit, just shit. We're messing with each other for a couple months. I have my house. I still have Nola, the older car. She just got fixed on, right? He's doing weird stuff, but he's still cool. Like, he's still cool. Boom. He goes to visit his dad. He gets hit by a semi truck. Y'all, I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. The man gets hit by a semi truck and knocks his damn truck off the road. So, he's in the hospital. He comes home. He's in rehabilitation. I'm there for him. Like, I care about him. Like, I'm a genuine person. We know what this is, but although something starts some way, things blossom into other things. Like, that's inevitable. You're a sugar baby with a sugar daddy, and you actually have a relationship with them, you're going to develop feelings. So I cared about this old white man. I'm like, damn, he got hit by a semi truck. Like, what can I do? Like, at this point, I'm not wanting for anything. What can I do to help you? I feel like that made him fall in love with me at that point. And on top of the psychosis and the mental shit that he already had going on, I don't think that that was the smartest move, but that's just who I am. Like, oh, you got hit by a semi truck. Oh, okay. When you gonna send my allowance? What? Like, that's not me. So I think he fell in love with my mind, beauty, just spiritual intelligence, just the way I carry myself and move. Like, it's not like most 26-year-olds. I'm 28 now, but then I was 26. So I think he was blown away and yada, yada, yada. Then the control started coming in. Like, I'm like, all right, I don't have to pay rent right now. He's taking care of this, this, that. And on top of that, he was a giving person. So he was always bringing extra stuff, like without even asking, groceries or, like very giving. So it was very helpful. So I'm like, I'm gonna use this time to heal from all the shit that I just went through. So I went through a deep, dark depression and I didn't leave the house for months. I was a live streamer on the Bacocha app. So I was making thousands of dollars a month. So yeah, I was in a cool space. Today, I would have stacked my bread and used, shit. But I'm like, I'm in a cool space. I'ma just cry. I'm gonna do my shadow work. I was just standing in the mirror every day and, doing affirmations and reading off my letters to myself, talking to my ancestors, crying and crying and crying and sleeping and crying and eating and sleeping and crying and eating and yeah. And I gained a lot of weight. And then I lost hella weight and like I was just in this new space, like, and I feel like that gave me more appreciation for him, you know, and I took more of a liking for him because it's like you really allowed me to be in this space. Like, thank you. Like, like I had never experienced a man doing something for me because he genuinely wanted to see me win versus wanting something from me. That's the state of mind I'm in at that time. And things were just cool until they weren't. And y'all, when I say he was just so clingy and obsessive, like the lines began to blur when it came to sugar baby, sugar daddy type deal, and you trying to be my man. Like that's not, and he didn't want to hear that shit anymore. And then you'll threaten to take shit away from me, or, you know, send me long paragraphs about how codependent I am. It was a manipulation. You were manipulating a young girl. And it's like I would notice after a while, anytime I would like talk about like money I'm making or like new ideas I had or trying to get a job or, something to further, it was like a problem. Like he would manipulate me into thinking like I'm not ready for that right now, or like I can't take that on, or like who's gonna watch your son, or who's gonna, like, and I was kind of noticing, but I really wasn't. And then it's like, even though I was noticing a little bit, I was still holding on to you taking care of everything. Like, thank you. Like that was dope. And I'm starting to realize how much men do this to women, how much older men do this to younger women, and keep them in a chokehold. Like, I don't have any regrets, but I technically like wasted 3 years of my life with this man. Like, like it's just like when it's all said and done, it's like, damn. But so much happened, y'all. There was a particular time where I told him like, you know, oh, oh, so he buys me a car. Let me rewind a little bit. I thought he bought me a car. Come to find out, the car is leased through a finance type situation. So he got my car on a loan. So you remember I said I had um the SUV, Nola. Well, Nola ended up breaking down. I got her fixed, but then I ended up just selling her because it was just too much work. I didn't want to fix her upper. I was about to get me like a RAV4. And y'all, I had like $600 left saving up for the RAV4. And I had been telling them about it and just being excited about buying my new car, right? Keep in mind, I did not ask him for no coinage for this car. So at this point, it's like if he's not doing it for me, he like it was a complex thing. Like he has to be in control. So before you go get a car, I'm gonna go get you a car. Yeah. And on the surface level, you're like, bitch, he got you a car. Like that's what's up. He got you a car. Like, hey, he got me a car. It's deeper than that though. It's a control mechanism. So one random ass day, y'all. Random ass day. It was a garden day. I was doing shit in the garden and shit. I take a break. I go inside. I take a pee. I remember because I had to rush to the phone because I was peeing. And like, hello, come outside. There's a car out there. My cha-cha that I got now, my cha-cha was outside. So I'm like, um, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It wasn't a typical like, oh my God, yeah. Like it was one of those moments. I was confused. I was like, oh wow. You know what I was like? It was happy, but I was also like, what is this for? I'm getting me a car. Oh, okay. Yay. You know? And so he was like, yeah, I got you a new car. It's only 16,000. It only has 6,000 miles. Like, y'all, my car is literally brand new. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Then I'm like, okay, but I was saving for my RAV4. And honey, I just don't want you to worry about that. Like, just sit back. All you gotta worry about is being my princess. Okay. If I knew any better like I did today, I'd tell that man to take that goddamn car back. Oh yeah, y'all. Another thing. He put me on his life insurance after 1 week of knowing me. Did y'all hear me? I don't here, let me after 1 week of knowing me, this man put me on his life insurance on as a beneficiary. I said no. Take take me off of that. Really? Like he was so confused. I'm like, why do I want to be on your life? Like that's weird. Like take me off your fucking life. And can you just put someone as a benefit like without letting them know? Like it was just a lot of shit that happened, y'all. Like I can't even that's why I gotta write a book. But I can't even sit and remember at this very time all the shit that fucking happened because it was so much. And you know, he would buy random stuff for the house. At first, it was like a sweet gesture. I'm like, he wants to help, even more like toiletry, shit like that. Cool, I don't have to worry about it. He's a sweetheart for that. Thank you, I appreciate it. But as time went on, it's just another control mechanism. If he's buying the shit for me, it's cool. But if I fix my mouth to ask him for something, he will $20, $40, $50 me to fucking death. And it's like, but I don't get it because you like the dynamic, you know what I'm saying? Like I was his little young, cute little woman in a perfect little house with the perfect little picket fence with the perfect little car, and she's happy and she's not gonna go anywhere. I have her. I have her forever. She's not going anywhere. I was like in a mental prison. Like literally, I felt like I was like in a prison. And I know that I'm not being dramatic though. That's like I felt that's how I felt. Keep in mind when you have a sugar daddy that is as involved as he was, my love life had been cut to a and then the first house, my dumb ass, I will know I was on a lease too. Yeah, I was on a lease too. Yeah, I was on a lease too. So I guess never mind on that. Never mind on that. But he should have never been on the motherfucking lease, is my thing. Right? Never. He shouldn't. Don't ever do that, y'all. Don't ever, never, ever, 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 ever. If it's not your fucking husband, he don't need to be on the motherfucking lease. Okay? And make sure you are head of motherfucking household. Okay? Because the landlord that we had was a racist. And after a certain point in time, she cut off communication with me because, I'm just so full of rage, right? And this world is fucked up, y'all. But anyway, she cut off communication with me and she was just communicating with Sugar Daddy. And, just that situation alone just taught me a lot, like just be smart when it comes to men and dating and just make sure that you're always good at the end of the day. But I ended up moving out of that house. I moved to the next house, which is technically the same place that I stay now, but I was in a townhome. Now I'm in a like um they call it like an XL apartment or whatever. But I was in a bigger space with 2 floors at first. But there was a horrible roach infestation, y'all, like as me moving in there. So you already know we're not doing this. Move me immediately, right? So anyway, I kind of set some boundaries up with this move too. But you can't really set up too many boundaries when they're taking care of everything. My advice is like if you decide to have a sugar daddy still, make sure that like his name don't need to be on shit. Like he's supposed to be there to be helping you like financially. So if it just be mindful, like be careful, like please, like y'all. When I tell y'all, they say never. I will never do this again. I've learned my lesson, right? So, but it just made it so confusing too because the man, like you can't have bad without good. The man, he was so giving, so loving, so caring, just very kind, spirited person, um, for the Black community, like to the point where he really doesn't socialize much with like the white society. He doesn't relate to that. So that was another reason, like, there was a lot of good things about this man. So, you know, I'm gonna tell the truth and nothing but the truth, right? He really became my friend, like a confidant. Like I really, not only did I rely on him, but I started to like rely on him emotionally too. Like we like had a legit friendship. And I will never sit up here and be fake and phony about that. I grew to love him as I would anyone that is in my life for an ample amount of time. Like I'm a genuine person, like. So, but I felt like for all the shit that he did, like I would always think about that in the back of my head, like it was hindering me, you know? And it's like, okay, I can only have so much motherfucking gratitude. At a certain point, I'm being taxed too much emotionally, spiritually. Like I'm young, baby. I'm in my 20s, baby. The body is bodying. The face card never declines. She's smart. What? Like I could be outside. Like outside is where I should be. You feel what I'm saying? Like we're not. Mm-mm. So the infestation happens. We move to this next place. I try to set boundaries. And shit just kept getting just so cuckoo, y'all. Like just too fucking cuckoo. And he ended up selling his house to this janky ass shit that I told him in the first place not to. I said that doesn't sound right. I said that sounds too good to be true. They're a scam. He still sold his house to him. Now he's dealing with a lawsuit with them, right? Um, he dealt with the lawsuit before too with the semi truck, right? With these lawsuits, I was promised money. I ain't asked for the shit. It ain't my money. You got, you know? He was good for that, promising me money and not giving it to me. Or, hey babe, hey babe, I got 700 coming towards you Friday. Oh, really? Thank you. Come Friday. Yeah, here's 200. If I say anything, I look like an ungrateful bitch, right? Because I mean, he's already taking care of you. What more do you fucking want? I want honesty and motherfucking honesty. You say he's gonna give me $700. Where's the $700? So I started realizing I was being bought for a very low amount monthly because adding all my bills up that he was taking care of and the things that he was doing, I was making more than that. I was like, it's like I can do this on my own. Like you're not really doing. It was an illusion. It was an illusion that I was living in, and he was the magician. Y'all feel me? And I'm like, oh shit, like it all makes sense. And at this time, which was just like a few months ago, the universe just started working naturally. Like he's going through shit. Karma is kind of getting him in different ways from different things that he's done in his life and just blah, blah, blah. And it was kind of forcing some space a little bit anyway. And as he was like trying to cling and hold on and scratch, and I'm like, yeah, you're going through a whole bunch. We've been through a whole bunch. I'm emotionally drained and I also care about you. And I see that you taking care of me amongst all the other things that you're taking care of is really a burden than a plus for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not fucking you. Like, I'm not fucking this man. I'm not. So like, really, you're just you. I'm seeing the shit. I'm like, can we like cut the ties financially? That way, I can start taking over the rent and payments if need be. I want to help y'all. He did not take that well at all. Like at all. But I had already set it up in the spiritual realm. I told my answer. I said, I'm ready. I'm done. I'm done. I did the cord cutting. I lit my candles. I drew down my salt. Everything that I needed to do, I fucking did. So I was already ready. I had my mind made up. Like, I'm like, wherever the universe takes me, I'm willing to do it. Even if that meant me being less than. I know the power of words, so I'm not going to speak it. But, being less than and having to be taken care of by the system, you know, I'm like, whatever. I'm done though. Like, I'm done. I'm ready for a clean slate. I still felt in my mind like you're still attached to the sex industry, regardless if you're fucking this man or not. Like, I'm just done. Now I feel free, y'all. So this is what happened. I sent him that text message. Don't know it word for word, but basically what I just told y'all. I know you're going through a lot. Um, I know that I'm a part of the stress. You're going through a lawsuit with losing your home to this company. Like you, the tower was crumbling for him. I'm, I'm a, I'm a spiritual woman. Like this is what I do. So I already know the cycle of life he's in. I know what's going on spiritually with him. So I'm like, oh, he's in a tower moment. This is the perfect time for me to create mine too. That way I can be the phoenix, right? So I'm like, ooh, this is the perfect time. So I sent him the text. He took it wrong. And, it was like back and forth text for a bit, but I'm not argumentative. So, and I was coming from a genuine space. So I'm like, I know he's going through a lot. So, whatever. So I backed off. And he was like, well, since you want to cut ties with me, you can cut ties with the car. Yeah, I remember he got the car. I'm thinking he bought the car, right? This is when I find out the car is being leased on a loan. How to finance on a loan? Is that how you say it? Y'all know what I'm saying. So our whole relationship was credit. He was taking out loans. You couldn't even take care of me. Why didn't you leave me the fuck alone? Pussy is powerful. I'm powerful, baby. I know my power, okay? Baby, you was in debt for 3 years over the pussy that you only scratched once. Mental retardation is real. White man savior complex, real. Um, Dumb, naive little girl thinking a sugar daddy is going to come and save her motherfucking life. Weird, stupid. Never, never again. And don't do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. Share this to one of your little nieces or little cousins if you need to for a warning. Do not do it. Everything that glitters is literally not gold. That man didn't have no red cent to his motherfucking name. He was taking care of me off of credit. And I ain't even got no credit in the midst. And I didn't stack my bread in the midst. All these things I'm just noticing. So again, he took the message wrong and he started just telling me how he really felt. And I told him in response to the card message, I said, okay, honestly, it's out of my control. The car is in your name. So if you feel like you need to take it, we'll deal with that when we get there. Um, a week or so later, so this is fresh, y'all. This just happened. Like this is fresh. So this happened 3 weeks ago. So the next week, which was last week, um, I got a email from the office, the leasing office, saying that he no longer wants to be on the lease when it renews. Now, remember, y'all, I moved again after I moved into this place in the townhome. It was infested. I moved like 3 weeks later, or two. No, it wasn't 3 weeks. It was 2 months. Y'all had to deal with that shit. Oh my god, I had to throw everything away, y'all. It was crazy. But 2 months later, I ended up getting moved to a new apartment. We wasn't even sleeping in there a lot of the time, too. It was a lot. Whew, it was a lot. But um, he sends a message to them letting them know that he doesn't want to be on a lease anymore. We signed the lease initially in April. Now, when we moved, we had to get another lease, which was in June. So I'm thinking like I have like 10 days, or in his mind, he's like, oh, let me fuck her over. She only has 11 days to make sure that her and her kids have somewhere to go or like figure something out because I'm off the lease. But I have forgot that the lease is not up until July anyway. So I'm like, he really tried to do that. Like, evil. He's evil as fuck. Like, he's evil. He's like the Wizard of Oz. He's evil as shit. And some people put on this facade of, I'm a good human. Be great to all humans. And meanwhile, they have this sadistic ass way of, it was fucked up. That was so fucked up. And anyway, even though it didn't work, I'm protected, but still, it's like, oh wow, that was really spiteful. Like I don't move that way, so I don't. When I see shit like that happen, I'm like, damn, sheesh. So fast forward, we're here today, and I still haven't talked to him. I still have Cha Cha, the car. Um, it's on a loan. You're paying off a loan for the car. Why would you have two cars already? What would be the logical reason for you taking the car but to just hurt my feelings? And so, y'all, I made it up in my mind. I'm getting me a new car anyway. So, I'm using the car that I have now. I don't know if it's mine or not. If we're being, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So that's up for the universe to decide. But either way, I'm gonna leave out this situation with two cars or one car. Either way, I'm gonna have a car because I am gonna do what I initially wanted to do and buy my RAV4. Okay. Okay. And I have a feeling, if my intuition serves me, that this man, because he's done shit like this before, he's gonna come back in a couple months after he didn't realize that he didn't, like, dude, off an emotional moment off of a text message. He didn't fucked up a friendship. Like, that was my friend. Like, I'm hurt, you know? But anyway, he's gonna hit me up on some. I realized I was acting erratic and I was going through a mental episode, and I'm truly sorry. I'm gonna finish off the loan and gift you the car. We'll do. I'm sure it's gonna be something like that or something similar. And to that, I'm just gonna say okay, you know, or I have to also be prepared for the car to just randomly be gone one day. I don't know where he's at mentally. So lesson learned though. Lesson learned. I'm hurt. I am. I mean, I'm not like hurt, like, as if I was in it's different levels to things, but that was my friend. Like, I genuinely appreciated him. So it was like for it to end this way, I thought it would just end on a better note. Like, and I was trying to make that happen. Like, the way that he interpreted the messages, because I wasn't able to talk to him at that time. He was already in a space of going through shit. So he was in a little cocoon already. And I'm like, okay, let me come over with some TLC. let him know, like, let me take some stress off. I'm about to start taking over like some of the bills, like, and then not only is that going to help him, but I get my independence back. I'm thinking like there's nothing wrong with this, right? He did not take it that way, y'all. And that's how I know he's not in the right space mentally. So I'm like, damn, I'm really fucking with a mental patient. So I've been working and working and working and like, but I feel happy with all that being said. I feel happy because I have a sense of independence back. Like, and then I say back like I ever really had it because I think to my past and it's in my natal chart though. Like I'm always, if you know, you know, you have certain placements to why certain things happen to you or they are reoccurring. I will always have someone that is like that has money and that is willing or that wants to help, that is intrigued with me. Like that's just in my chart. Like that's just how the fucking stars align. So it's like I don't know where I was getting at with that, but yeah, I always have something like that. Just has always been a thing for me. Like people like to help me or like take care of me or like people fuck with me. My energy, yeah, the fuck, yeah, bitch, hold your nuts. Like, don't be apologetic. Yes, I'm that bitch. I am that girl. I am that girl. My energy is, I'm that girl, okay? And I tend to draw people towards me that get obsessed with me. And that's just a pattern. And it's like, okay, like one down and there's going to be another one. Like, but now I have the tools to equip myself to like notice it, how to deal with it, figure out if I want to deal with it or not. I'm in the sphere of attracting all the energy that is for me. Okay. Um, and this had to happen. This moment had to happen. And of course, I had a slight little second of panic, like, oh my God, oh my God. But, oh, but this is why I said what I said. Ever since I can remember, I've always had someone taking care of me. I've always been dependent on someone in some way. And now I'm not. And it feels good. And this is my first time in my adult life. And now all I want to do is just keep getting closer with my children, explore who I really am because I really still don't know who I am. I know that I am a spiritual, modern day hippie type person. But other than that, I really don't I never had the chance to really explore me. I was always in a survival mode. I was always in survival mode, rather. Literally from the day my mom kicked me out. Y'all, some videos I say 15, some I say 16. It was 15 or 16 she kicked me out. I think it was 16. I think it was 16. But since that day, I had to be grown. Like that day changed my fucking life. And it was like, if y'all feel where I'm coming from, that 16-year-old is still there. And I need to pick her up, give her a hug, let her know that she did what she thought she needed to do. But, it's all right. And now you can be you. Like I need to grow up from that point. I need to take myself back to being 16 and work my way back on up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, how do I say this? I don't feel behind, but like I want to be a kid. I want to be a kid. Like I desire to be a fucking kid. I want to be a fucking kid. Like I want to do my big one. I want to have fun. I want to I feel like I can find oh. The mental illness and the trauma that you experience, the way that you change when you, we're talking 13 years. 13? Let's see, 16 plus 13. No, we're talking 10 to 15 years of literally, y'all. I've stayed with so many people. I've had to move so many times. Like, I was just so used to having everything in suitcases and bags. Like, when I actually moved into my house, my shit was still in totes and shit. Like, it's this place is the first place that I've like actually hung everything up and like I was always in the sense of, okay, I gotta go right now. Or it's a matter of time before I gotta go. They kick me out. So, like, and having to make adult decisions, being a child, like, you negate your whole adolescence. I had to throw away my childhood. And that made me a hard bitch. I don't take no shit. I call out shit. I'm not a lovey-dovey type of person. I'm not big on hugs. I'm not big on, I'm hard. And I'm ready for my femininity. Like, like I'm ready like to be comfortable to hug people and like I want to make new friends that think just like me, that are in the same age group as me, that are free to be themselves, that don't I want people like-minded like me. And I tend to, this is a pattern as well with my friendships, is I tend to attract people that need me for some type of emotional like codependency or like, you know, I don't a wall. I don't want to be somebody's emotional fucking wall. Like I want to go party with the girls. I want to smoke hookah and make mimosas and talk about astrophysics with the girls and then end off with some light twerking and yoga with the girls. I want to be with a group of friends that like going roller derbying and fucking end it off with a bonfire and fucking cow tipping and like god damn it, I want to be a kid. Like I want to attract those people that are like-minded like me. Like I'm ready for that shit. Like I'm ready for that shit. And yeah, like I'm in a space now. My transition is like out with the old and with the new. Out with the old and with the new. I'm cutting lots of people off. I've cut lots of people off and in this month. And moving forward, yeah. Like even with my family, like and I'm grateful because everything is being showed to me. Um Talk is cheap, right? And you know when people genuinely love you. And you also have like you have to trust your intuition, like when things are being brought to you, you have to trust it. Don't just keep like if you're feeling some type of way, you feel like the energy is off. The energy is off, poo. You're not you're not creating the energy is off, love. Like your spiritual team is not showing that to you for any old reason. You got to follow that shit, right? And I'm just being showed that my family just really don't fuck with me like that. And I'm done trying to figure out why. So I'm also done trying to come around. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. I've tried over and over and over with both sides of my family for reconciliation, for camaraderie, for connectivity for genuine heart space love. And I don't get that energy in return. And I'm tired. And I don't owe y'all my energy. So I'm gonna keep all this good old energy for me, my children, um, bettering my life, becoming more financially secure and literate. And yeah, y'all, this time of my life is where the karmic wheel, like I'm in the Wheel of Fortune energy. Okay. So I literally know what's coming for me. It's already written in the stars. So I have to move accordingly. So if you feel some type of way, it is, I don't care. I really don't. It is what it is. Um, yeah. When people show you their hand, trust it. In their face, trust them. Believe that shit. Don't let people disrespect you, run all over you. Don't be a yes man. Um, I'm learning to be authentically me, not switching up my viewpoints around different groups that I'm in or biting my tongue because if you know, do you know a Libra? We are super opinionated, okay? Libras and Virgos, with Capricorns, a whole bunch of us, but we are very opinionated and we're gonna tell you the harsh truth. A lot of us don't have filters and can come off as bitchy sometimes. You got to be able to handle my energy. I'm a strong alpha woman. And, if I'm your friend, your family, if you fuck with me, I fuck with you. And I tell you some real shit. And you just don't want to hear that right now. You okay? Or like I need people that just match my. I have not attracted people in my life that have matched my energy yet. Is basically what I'm saying. Um, I'm that friend that's gonna tell you like what it is. Like, yeah, that's cool and everything, bitch, but don't do that shit again. You looked real dumb. I don't want someone in my circle dumb. Fuck you mean I look dumb? Like over, I don't need none of that. I need a friend that's gonna be like, you right, bitch. You right, bitch. But like what I do dumb though. Like what tell me, put me on because like fuck. I don't want to hear it, goddamn it, but you right. Because that's the kind of friend I am. That's the kind of friend I want. Hold me accountable. With family too, and just people in general. Listen to what they say out of their mouth, but then just watch their actions. 11111. As I was saying that, just pay attention to how people move versus what they say. That's what I'm learning. So that's what Ami has been up to. That's what I've been up to, y'all. It's been a time. I'm grateful though. I'm happy. I'm in the space of happiness. I'm in the space of growth. Um, I'm losing weight again, even though I wasn't trying to. So now I'm working on toning, y'all. I have a goal of actually getting like, I want a little two-packer, you know? So I'm put the work in. I'm doing all the cardio I need to do with Amazon Flex. Um, by the way, y'all, look, this is not a sponsorship. Oh, excuse me, I got phlegm. But Amazon Flex, if you're looking for some fast money, Amazon Flex is yeah. Yeah, I make I make good money. And you get to choose what shifts you take. So initially, or so basically, you know how much money you're gonna make, and there's no taxes taken out. You get paid the next day. If it's on the weekend, say you work Friday, you won't get paid till Monday. But say you work all through the weekend, you got a nice little check coming to you. You can take more than one shift a day. Um, I I make anywhere between, I don't leave the house unless I'm making 65 to anywhere between $105. That's per trip. And you're driving 1 to 5 hours. You're never, they don't do hours longer than that. So definitely like download the app and look and see if they're looking like if it's prominent in your area, Amazon Flex. And for the single moms out there, shit, for the regular moms out there that's got a husband, and y'all look, this is a great way. You can take your kids with you. My son goes to work with me every day. We have a shift today, actually, in a couple hours. So, but I like it. I'm my own boss. I partner with Amazon. I get all my money. I keep none of my taxes get taken out. I work when I want. I like that. Um, so I hear the live streaming world calling me again. I really like doing that. I like expressing myself. I'm really a goofy individual. I'm silly, quirky, and I've been suppressing that just because I haven't been able to express it just because I've been just going through a lot of shit mentally. So I'm ready to get back in that. So there's so many different apps out now. I think I'm gonna do some playing around, but I'm already still in a contract with Bacocha. So I think that's where I'm gonna start off again because it's an easy chat. I'm already signed to them. So Pacocha live chat, Pococha, and my name is Empress Ami on there with two E's, Empress, and then Ami. Um, Maybe I'll try to edit it and put it in the description, um, if it'll let me. But if not, actually, let me put it on the screen right now. That way, for the replay game, yeah, let me just go ahead and do that real quick. So, Coacha live stream is the name of the app, and then my name. Okay, there we go. So that's we have that on there, or I have that right there, y'all. The app is Pococha, and my name on there is Empress Ami. I'll keep promoting it. But really, what I want to do on there, y'all, listen to music, talk, because I can talk freely on it. We can listen to music together, y'all. It's video form. Y'all can send me gifts. We can talk about shit that we can't talk about on YouTube without worried about somebody striking you. They do admins and stuff over there too. It's yeah, it's a vibe. So, listening to music, talking about deep shit, talking about um personal women shit that maybe we don't necessarily want to talk about on YouTube. It's a private, safe space. Okay. Also, um, this channel is geared towards the women, right? And I really want to create a space where we can organically be ourselves with one another, lean on one another, all of those things. So I had a group chat thing before. Um, I kind of deleted that. I'm going to be coming up with something else soon. I know that there's multiple like group messaging places like Discord and stuff like that we can literally have our own little Rugrat chat room, right? So anyway, y'all, that's what's really been going on with me. That was a mouthful. A mouthful. 117 minutes. 1 hour, 17 minutes. But yeah, so that concludes the story time on what I've been up to. I hope y'all enjoyed. What have y'all been going through? Can y'all relate to anything that, I've been going through? Um, what are the lessons that you've learned? in the past 8 years, right? A cycle is closing, another cycle is beginning. Y'all, oh my God, let's not even talk about all the disasters that's going on, the earthquakes, and on top of that, the bridges collapsing, and y'all, nothing is coincidence, okay? It's all just showing a new shift of paradigm. You got to think about the what was it? Hawaii. You got to think about the massive hurricane, or was it her? Is that what they call hurricanes? Y'all forgive me. I'm a Midwester. Yeah, the hurricanes that was going on. What else happened? All the shit that's been going on, y'all. Like the train derailments. It's so much shit that we forget. We've been we've already been shown what's going on. The takedown of the industry, it's a shift in paradigm, y'all, and we got to get with it or get lost. We got to figure out what our footprint is going to be, in this new world, right? And yeah, I feel like some of us is gonna be left behind. hmm So make sure y'all stock up on food, water, toiletries. Start learning how to make some of these things yourself. We are moving into a society that is self sufficient or robotic. You're either going to be one with AI or you're going to be self sufficient. Not saying that you still won't be one with AI, but you're basically going to be eating mechanical food or, so it's time. The village, yeah, it's time. It's time. All right. All right. Blunt is done. Story is done. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening. Hit that like button. Share the video if you like the story time. If you would like more videos like this, show me some love. Let me know. Okay. Show me some love by hitting that like. Leave a comment down below. Um, you know, let's see. Do I have anything else? Oh, the readings are still 50% off, y'all. Okay. 50% off all tarot readings. Also leave a comment down below. Thumbs up for like, yeah, more tarot readings, or like we really don't care. Because I just noticed when I do live tarot readings, it really, I don't think people really care that much. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do that in video form. Um, yeah, another update. I will be getting a laptop soon. Soon means y'all like a month or so. I gotta stack up for it and be reasonable, but I'm looking for me a really good laptop. That way I can advance streaming, and I'm able to make videos for you all again and all that. I feel like I can't do everything I want to do now, but luckily we have live streams, so that's cool. I'm off my soapbox, y'all. I am off my soapbox. Hey, Brooklyn. Hey, aloha, mama. How you feeling? How are you? But yeah, I feel like I did so much talking. That's what I've been up to though. I managed to do my braids. I really like them. I curled the ends. I ended up having to redo like the back 3 rows because, child, it was just too uneven for me. But I wasn't going for a crisp, like boxed look. I was going for more just like a natural, but it was just too rigid. So I fixed it. Um, I'll probably have these braids for like another month or so, and then I'll get some new braids. I want to do color the next time. My favorite color is green. I don't want to do like a bright green. I want to do the same color I have, but a couple of them will be like the with highlights or I think they call it blended. Like like a not like a money green, like a plant green, like a leaf green. Like I want to put a couple little green pieces in there. I think that'd be really cute, and I think that my skin tone, like it'll really pop with my skin tone, you know. So I'm gonna try it out. Maybe we'll go live while I'm doing my hair, so y'all can see how I do it. But my hair is growing, y'all. It hasn't even been a year yet. I cut my hair in July, and like it's growing. It's yeah. So I know with the braid, it's gonna grow even more, even more. So I'm really going for the big afro look. I always had long hair. Always had long hair, so I know what my hair is capable of doing. So now I know how to take care of it. I'm looking forward to having the big natural curly fro. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Yes, like a forest green. Yes, like darker than that leaf. Like here we go. Let me turn my camera around. Oops, hold on. Like that. You know, like a plant green. The darker hues of it, the plant green. Okay, that's kind of what I'm going for. So, let's turn some music on though. Do y'all want to hang out for a bit longer? Brooklyn, I know you just got in the building. We can roll in on that joint real quick and catch up. Um, but yeah, I just basically been doing a story time about sugar daddies and sugar babies, you know, what I've been going through lately. So, um, let's hold on, let me get this music going. I like this rock music, y'all. It's like I think I like it better than the lo-fi. Ooh, different cell. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. That view that you posted the other day was so beautiful. Were you taking a walk on the trail? There was just miles and miles of just green. I was like, ooh, that is so pretty. Yes. Yeah, that was so pretty, girl. I'm like, ooh, I wish I was there. But girl, look, seeing is believing, okay? Because I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot. Look, I might be taking me a trip to Hawaii. Yes. Yes. All right. Let's roll up again. I'm gonna have to make me another cup of coffee, y'all. Facts. You know, growing up, you know how you always be like saying, you know how you always be like, I want this kind of house, this kind of car, I want to be married at this age. I always knew, like as a child, I was like, I'm going to live in Hawaii. I'm gonna have a husband, and we're gonna. Hawaii was always a place in my mind. But now today, I'm like more so on the. All right, I want my 40 acres and a mule, like couple mules, some chickens, some goats. Um, yeah. And I live in the Midwest, y'all. This is agriculture nation here. This is the melting pot. This is the trains. When you think Midwest, you think trains, you think ships coming in and docking, and you think smoke in the air and factories. And this is Missouri, Kansas, Missouri. That's where I stay. And it's also like the soil is rich. Okay. This is planter soil. So I think it would really be smart to get some acres here and a couple other places. Okay. I want acres in Kansas. I want acres in Missouri, properties, and other properties. So this is where Ami's going. Spiritual shit like my tarot readings and all that. I would really like to get people active in the community eventually, and like doing yoga, breathing classes, and just different stuff like that. Um, I really want to help the women out of trauma. So however I make that happen, that's what I want to do though. And then also real estate, properties, like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. I'm working on my credit, all that. Like I feel like I'm finally like growing up. Like I get it for whatever reason. So um, you still there, Shay Shay? What you doing, Brooklyn? What y'all up to? And y'all, would anyone desire a tarot reading? Y'all know I'm always open for that. I think I have in the title 777. If you would like a quick message, I'm gonna do 2 cards for the 777. This would be the perfect rock beat going on. Like if you're doing some dirt dirt bike riding, or like um doing a rock wall climbing race or something. I like it. So my mind just kind of went randomly to, okay, what would be the next story time? I might leave that up to y'all. So look, I don't really know if y'all watched the video, like if you made it this far, on what stories you would like to hear next, or like what part of my life would you like to hear next? Because we can go all the way back. We can go to the beginning. We can go to 16 and work our way up. Or we can just randomly go through different things. Like right now I'm thinking of a situation when I almost got shot by a blind dude, which I took I actually have that on my Patreon, y'all. I have that on my Patreon. I have that, yeah. Oh me, oh my TV. But yeah, I might have to I might have to retrieve that one, or maybe just retell it. But it's on my Patreon, so I'll start promoting that as well. And maybe like when I do start doing my videos again, I'll do like say the story time is an hour. Maybe I'll do like 35 minutes of it, release it on YouTube, and the rest will be on Patreon. Because I gotta monetize myself, right? And then maybe like do a day like this, a Sunday where I come on and tell a whole story, you know? That get people wanting to come on Sunday, right? Wanting to hear the live full story versus having to pay for the Patreon. I don't know what that was. I think they're guns. I don't know. But I don't know what that was, y'all, but we're doing it. Oh, un momento, y'all. Let me go check on my son. Y'all enjoy this music. We'll be back momentarily. All right? Hold that thought. I'm making me some coffee, family. About another minute, all right? Look, get what y'all need. Get what y'all need. Quick intermission. All right. Hey, fam. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. I'm just waiting on my coffee. So let's turn this music down just a little bit. I really like that rock music. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good beat. Okay. Brooklyn says, oh, thank y'all for waiting. That's what's up. Thank y'all. Appreciate that. So, hey, I'm redesigning and endowing a hat for YouTube models. What? LOL, I'll be mailing this soon. I'll email you to get the address. Okay, cool. All right, bet. Sounds good to me. I love me some hats, girl. I love me some hats. Okay. I would love that. That is so sweet. Love that. Love that. I have to get me a PO box soon, y'all, as we keep growing and stuff because yeah. But I don't know, now, things have advanced so much. I even believe like you can send gifts and like send it to a locker, like in someone's city. So you don't even have to know someone's address anymore. So things are advancing. But yeah. Also, y'all, ooh, another thing. I'm gonna cam up once I get my coffee. Another thing that I'm kind of into, y'all, is I love those shopping vlogs and like um doing price comparisons and so I'm a well versed person, so we're gonna be talking about a lot of different things on here. Those kinds of things interest me though. Like, hey, did you know what happened at this store? Prices went up due to da 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 da. I like stuff like that. So I'm learning to, be well versed. I'm not so much into the celebrity gossip and drama, so it probably won't be too much of that going on the channel. But if I find something, worthy of talking about, trust me, we gonna get into it. But as far as like worried about like what they doing and all that, and child, I ain't child. Child. We see that structure coming on down. Everybody and their mama getting exposed. Wakey bakey. Yeah, I'm a hat person. I'm a hat person, Brooklyn. Definitely am. Bucket hats, love bucket hats. I found a Rugrat bucket hat off Temu, y'all. I have to wait to order it, but believe you me, I will be ordering it when the pockets is pocketing. Cause I put myself on punishment now, y'all. I can't look. I'm on punishment for about a week. I can't spend no more money. But yes, I need that Temu hat. Gotta have that Rugrat hat. Okay, let's get our coffee. Mm, 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 mm. But yeah, let me know y'all if y'all desire a tarot reading. I might just pull out some cards anyway and check up on like relationships and unions and family and that sort of thing. We'll see what comes up here. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. I once told my other mother I would be worldly. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Appreciate y'all patience, y'all. All right, I got my coffee. Joint number 2 rolled. Yeah. And we're back. I forgot where we left off, y'all. I forgot what we was talking about. I definitely did. Mm, that coffee tastes good. I think I was asking y'all what y'all had been up to, what y'all had. Was I asking? But yeah, look, don't give me the lion. I think I was asking y'all how y'all was doing though, and what y'all had learned in the past 8 years, or like what the cycle was. Yeah, I think that's what I was talking about. But everyone goes through a cycle. Like every 8 years, you change. Like you, you change. Like you morph into. If you're 30, you've morphed about 5 times. Like and if you pay attention to those patterns, you'll see like when things change for you and like how they're changing or how you've changed or you know you could even realize like a reoccurring pattern of like things that you need to heal from or that you continue to allow to happen or so she said I left Brooklyn headed for Hollywood and ended up in Hawaii. So okay, so what did you want to do in Hollywood? What was your thing? Like, what was your initial plan? That's the beautiful thing about life. Like, you thought or you wanted to be, in the industry, and then you end up being this herbalist, this free spirited person living in the jungles of Hawaii. And how did you get there? Like, that's such a vast, like a 180, 360, 180, you know? It's two sides of a coin. Actress and dancing. Okay. Okay. So what happened? Like, like what happened? Something had to, or did you just like, what made you change your mind? Something had to have happened. That's a big drastic change. Drastic change. So I guess I will keep a little bit of the music in the background. Yeah. A model scout. Okay. That's what's up. You are beautiful, girl. Very beautiful. A model scout. So, but a model scout, they're the people that seek out entertainment, right? Or were you doing both? Let's, yeah, I was a stripper, escort. I had plans of becoming very, very big in the sex industry, which y'all like I've always been powerful. I've always been a little witch. So that was happening for me. Like before it was glorified, like I was one of the Snapchat girls and at the top 5% on OnlyFans and stuff like I was people fucked with me. But then I end up going into the spiritual vortex and now I'm a hippie. Like how does that happen? Life be lifing, you know? Life like shit, people change. People change. Yes, both. Okay. I went to Mexico for a big job. All right. What happened in Mexico? What changed your mind? I want to pick your brain. You got to come on video. Do a video, Brooklyn. And fun fact, Brooklyn was a part of my entertainment name. Um, it's not hard to find me, y'all. Look, I'm an open book, so I know exposing my life on the internet, you know, eventually people will get spiteful, but that's okay. Like, it's not hard to search and find my ass clapping somewhere. It's a part, it's a part of my past, so it is what it is. But yeah, my name was Lala Brooklyn, and Brooklyn came from the city. Well, the technically it's like a town that I was entertaining in initially in St. Louis. So, mhm. Lala Brooklyn. Lala just came off the dome because I walked in there and they said, so yeah, I was signed up to be a dancer and they were like, so what's your name? Lala. So I was Lala for a while and then, what? I love Brooklyn. Yeah. I was Lala for a while and then I ended up merging the two because I began to be like known in that area. So Lala Brooklyn, Lala Brooklyn, you know, and it's just Lala Brooklyn. But that lifestyle was fun too, y'all. Like it's not all bad. It was interesting. It was fun, invigorating. It was a rush. Like you never knew how much money you were gonna make. Like one of my favorite ways to entertain was doing house parties. Um, I love attention, so I like that. All eyes on me. Like there was this one specific party that I did, and it was a newlywed couple, and y'all, it was so much fun. Like I was more so, focused on the woman, and that's a respectful thing to do. But like she was like so into me and so into like what was going on. It wasn't awkward. Like um the group, like the people that were around, it was fun. Like that was a good experience. That was a great experience. And it was all black folks in the house. Wasn't nobody fighting, wasn't nobody cursing and shooting and it was fun. Like it was a lot of fun. And I was like interacting with people. Like I'm good with that kind of stuff. So that was fun. And I've also thought y'all like doing bottle service, being a bottle service girl, because I think that would be really lucrative for me. Like I have the personality for it, you know, the energy for it. Like, yeah. So I might look into that this summer as well. But yeah, my one of my favorite experiences was doing house parties. That was fun. Yep. You live, you experience. Yep. That yeah, it was good and bad. It came with this good, it came with this bad. But overall, like it was a lesson. Like I needed to learn those lessons. The thing that sucks is that most girls in the industry, or boys too, most people in the industry, you don't learn. Like it's just a cycle. And you move on to something and shit gets more dangerous, or like it's like a drug, you know? It's like a drug because even today I still find myself thinking back like, if I was still doing so and so, I'd have this, you know? So, and it's not that I would do it, but it's still the fact that it's a drug, you know? It really is. Well, it taught me a lot about myself and a lot about people. I don't know what you would think that I have never smoked a day in my life the way that I rode today. It's crazy. God is in all. I believe that too. I do. I'm I'm opinionated, but I'm not a judgmental person. Like just because you're in the sex industry does not make you a bad person. Because I know the short of hell, I was not. I was still me. I'm still me. So there's a negative perception when it comes to sex workers, and I also get the side of like how they feel like, yeah, you're exerting confidence and all these things, which is great, and it does give you that. It is very liberating. It is. And however, you're also drained. Your body, your soul, your emotions, everything is taxed. You have to be available at all times. You have to deal with so many different energies. You have to deal with being treated like an object because you are putting yourself out there like an object. It's a lot that comes with it. Like most sex workers are lonely. Most sex workers, y'all, they don't have a dating life or a sex life. Sex work is work. So they just have their work. And they rather, majority of them rather not fuck outside of money because it's kind of like fucking with the you know what I'm saying, with the what's the word I'm looking for, with the money maker. So it's like, I gotta tax myself with this to make money. Like I don't have time for it. It's a lot that comes with that shit. That shit, it is not for everybody. It's not. But everyone serves their purpose as gods on this earth. You have to have the construction workers, the plumbers, the railroad operators. You have to have the drug dealers, the hoes, the pimps. They serve their purpose. You have to have the lawyers and doctors and like you everybody serves a purpose. You have to have the drive-through clerks. Who's gonna give you your burger and your milkshake? You have to have factory workers. Who's gonna make your clothes? Everybody, everybody serves a fucking purpose. You got to have your couch potatoes. Who's going to do your surveys? Who's going to play your video games and make you feel me? Everybody got a role, and I feel like everybody just mind their business in life. Things would be better, and because we can point our finger at all day at what other folks is doing or not doing, but when it comes to someone pointing their finger at you, oh boy, because we're all doing something low vibrational. You have to. There's everything has to be balanced at all times on this earth, and everything is balanced at all times. So you can't be good without being bad and bad without being good. You could be the biggest bitch. You're probably the biggest sweetheart ever, though. Give somebody the shirt off your back. So no one person is all bad. Okay. Thank you, Brooklyn. Thank you. Um, yeah. Mhm. I don't like judgmental people. Like I know I noticed this too with me personally, with my past. Like I'll know if you're somebody for me if I can openly talk about that time of my life with you without odd facial expressions going on or your tone switching up or you mm, mm, cut off. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that shit. I don't like that shit because no, I'm not a sex worker now, but I was. That's a part of me. And if I'm not sitting here judging, you know what I'm saying? Why are you? And I went through it before. I was that before. So if you're judging them or looking at them on a bad light, you looking at that's like I don't. Let people do what they gonna do. Everybody, like I said, everybody serves their purpose. So everybody has a story. If you heard someone's story, you would understand why they're doing the things that they're doing. That's one of the main reasons why I left the industry. I was turning into a bitch, get the job done. Giving my life force energy. It's a lot. It's taxing. It's taxing. And then you end up empty and expected to still pour in. I still got this banner up, y'all. Expected to still pour in. I'm gonna put up the culture banner again. That way if y'all want to download it, we can, have conversations over there. And once I do get back on the book culture stuff, y'all, like it'll be like a daily thing, like, so we'll really be able to, get to know each other and just it'll be a more intimate space. Because you got to do hours over there and stuff. So like I would be required to stream at least once a day for a couple hours. So yeah. But I feel you on that, Brooklyn. I met a lot of interesting people though, a lot of cool people that I would never have met before. Like, and a lot of these politicians and shit are corrupt. They be child. Mm. I got a lot of story times, y'all. Now that I think about it, but yeah, mm, they be criminals, crooks, pimps, pedophiles. hmm You hear a lot of shit being in that industry, because people they're drunk, they're on drugs, they're, you know, being authentically them. They start spilling beans, they start talking shit with the boys, and you're just there to entertain. You're just there to give bottles and clap ass. So, they're not thinking you're listening. I know a lot of shit, a lot of weird shit that be going on. Even with like the whole church shit, like one of my number one client is a is a church mogul, I guess you could say. And I'll release that on Patreon. I'll do a video and release that on Patreon. I'm not gonna be able to talk about that. Um, yeah, and we could talk about it on Bakocha too. Yep, Empress Ami. Mhm. Nope. You might be right. Hmm. Yeah, but hmm. It also, that being in that life, y'all, it made me like, I'm not saying I don't ever want to get married or whatever, but I would just rather not. I think like when finding my mate, my twin flame, my soulmate, whatever you want to call it, my other, he or she or they will just be that. Like, it will just be that. And, if you're so hung up on the label, then you're just not meant for me anyway, because I'll be damned. If I can't show you that I love you without a piece of paper of indoctrination that comes with its own shit, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. So, I'm not traditional in that way, I guess. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, the reason why I said that is because there's so many men that were married. Like, most of all of them were married. And it's just like, damn, how many of you is it? Does your wife know that you're coming to the strip club on lunch break? I bet you not. Um, does your wife know that you have an obsession with booty holes per se? Does your wife know that you like your booty hole to be rammed in per se by a black woman? Does she? No, like it's a lot of freaks out there. It's a lot of, it's a lot of weird people out there. And I guess weird is not bad. I guess weird is it's just them, but odd people. Wow. Like, does your congregation know that you buy vagina? Do they know that you prey on young women? Like, it's just so much shit that I've seen. We got shit to talk about, y'all. Hmm. We got shit to talk about. But for now, I'm done. I'm going to do some relaxing before I have to go to work. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Take me a nice hot bubble bath, drink some herbal tea, do some yoga, light yoga, and knock out this 5-hour shift that I have coming up. So tomorrow is the eclipse, right? Tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. I took the day off. Um, I plan to go live tomorrow. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna go live tomorrow. It'd be nice to be live during the happening. I'm not sure when that is, but I mean, pay attention to the sky, obviously. Um, yeah, we'll have like an eclipse watch and sip chat, I guess. Do some tarot. Yeah, girl, being human has to be the strangest thing. Ditto. Being a human alone is just weird. I need to speak to the manager, okay? We need to look over these contracts, okay? Yes. You rest, prepare for the eclipse. Yes. 111. Hey, spirit. Um, 111, as we're saying this. So, yep, see you tomorrow. Clean your house, okay? Um, wipe down your walls. I'm talking vinegar, bleach, ammonia, whatever you got. If you don't have any of those, do some salt water. Wipe your shit down. Lay down your salt. Lay down your intentions. Um, yeah, get your house like squeaky clean. Okay. Um, get your spirit on a positive vibration. You know, like your mind, everything, your whole aura needs to be positive tomorrow. Okay. Do not fall into the traps of insanity. Okay. There's so many portals that are going to be opened as well. And this is why this is such a big deal. This is why it's publicized. This is why the media is talking about it. The content creators are talking. Everybody, like, this is a pivotal moment. Okay, so it's a new cycle. We're starting year one and ending out year eight all in the same day. Okay, this is the real New Year's. Okay, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. So, I will see y'all then. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Clean up around you and inside. Okay. If you need to get some last cries out, do that. Write your petitions out. Okay. And if some of y'all are confused about petitions, dear ancestors, and go from there, and then sign it. Okay. Um, I like to seal my letters with kisses of lip gloss and lipsticks. Okay. And I like to spray my paper with fragrances. So that's just kind of like my way, or like what I like to do. Um, Figure out your way. You know, it'll come to you naturally. But you know, seal it with a kiss, seal it with whatever you need, and what's done is done. Light your candle, your incense. What's done is done. Look, get you a good mimosa, get you some hard liquor, whatever you like. Look, whatever your vice is, get it, indulge, and just take it all in. Set your intentions, though. It's very important that you set your intentions. What are my next 8 years going to look like, specifically in order? All that. Like, write your shit down, okay? Anything else? Spiritual bath, take you one tomorrow. If you have essential oils, use it. Cinnamon, flowers, fresh flowers. Go outside today or tomorrow risings. Pick you up some daisies. Those are growing out naturally right now. Sunflowers are growing naturally right now. Also, dandelions. And I can't think of that little purple flower, but in the Midwest, I know for sure it's just everywhere. I can't think of it. Um, and Samantha is also growing naturally in some places as well. So just get mama around you, okay? Collector, get your flowers and shit, your nectars, your honeys. Go out, buy your toiletries and shit today. Stock up on water, to like do everything you need to do to prepare for tomorrow. Stay up late tonight. If you could take off work tomorrow, if you're already off, some people are already off. Like, this is a big deal. People are traveling for this, like cross country. So I know Missouri, where I'm at, is the solar eclipse. Like, our area is going to be impacted. High winds, high speeds of winds, possible tornadoes, shit like that. So we've already been getting warnings. So just prepare. Um, I love y'all. All right. I love y'all. Peace to everybody. I appreciate y'all. This was fun. Leave your comments down below. Let me know how y'all feel about the different topics we talked about. Are y'all into the story time thing? The tarot readings, just how y'all been? Remember the past 8 years? What was the lesson? Okay? What do we want our next 8 years to look like? Okay? Love y'all. I'll see y'all next time.